Alright. Let's pick up where we left off, which was on Dad Book.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. Let's see. Time to finish up with Craig. Ugh. Alright, let's send him a message. Let's get that third. You know what to say about third days? They get pretty serious. Might not have time to browse Dad Book for already. Ooh, are we ready for it? Yes. Hell yeah. Who needs to browse Dad Book? We got Craig. Took some time for our schedules to line up. But I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. You always stay so busy with working the kids, but it's good to know that we'll just be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first round, I managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out. The added benefit is that I have seen a lot of improvement in my health. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags in the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending the weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get the finally zip. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all of my camera equipment. Lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Ooh, what's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods out there in nature, you know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature, the old Madre de trees. You gonna be all right on your own? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who just got voted off of International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. For the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dad Trump. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Craig Kane, you keep those hands to yourself. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything's good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I loaded the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had at my place is a series of tapes to guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of kids sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back. Keep going. Get to the end of the case to find in the very last slot a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Keg Stands Mega Mix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. Pop the CD into the car stereo and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays and soon we're both happily singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. The song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate. You brought that dog home one night and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Yeah. And then we had a room inspection. That Ari was so suspicious of us but could never prove anything. And Carl was just under her blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. Hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. Feels good to be back out here. Real good. Park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything alright? Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. Look around me and take in all the tall trees and animal charts. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah. Being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. What if there's a problem? It'll be fine. Come on, bud. He's a relaxed boy. I don't know. Craig. I'm a relaxed boy. That's my dude. Keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We can find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig, seriously. What's wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in and my mind keeps conjuring up all the worst case scenarios. What if something happened to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks me directly in the eyes. Jesus Christ. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. We're gonna get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite. We're both glad to see that we're the only people here. I can't believe you still have this tent. I had it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles on the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hang Craig the stakes. You still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked someone to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against the storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork.
Nice.
Bro, look at us go. Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily, and look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelters settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over at where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect, it even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. Been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting closer now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Crossing over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place we go to investigate. The old waterfall.
Bro.
It's gorgeous. Nature's so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off it like the old days? This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb right up over here. We didn't even bring swim trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Damn. Look at Craig's butt. I can't help but sneak a peek at that. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn away, blushing. Did you see all those dick emojis?
Oh.
You coming or what? I don't know about this dude. Started making his way over to the waterfall. By the time I finish my sentence, when he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eye. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Let's put on a show. If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Craig gives me the wolf whistle. Turn around and give my booty a good spank. Hell yeah. That one's for you, big boy. Take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb on top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig's always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing in the sidelines, watching and hoping it wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes.
Oh.
Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Whoa! He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. But somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurfaced to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splashed water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splashed him again.
Oh.
You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Dunk. I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water.
Nice.
Hey! I drop him down for a splash. Craig bounces out of the water. My turn. Oh no, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water devastated. You think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro, these arm cannons are dad launchers. Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There's peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? We all racing to the top. We run all the way to up the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Want to go again? You know it. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I bodily flop into the water. Phew, man, this is fun. And one more into you? I live for danger. It takes us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get back before it gets too dark. Yeah, you're right. We should probably head back. We gotta put our clothes on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple steaks and some chopped potatoes and tinfoil. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. Ah, dang it. I'll take it this time. Craig cooks now? I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved and have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure. Let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around the bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag. Still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, that's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? We watch plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. I gesture to the trees around us. There's no shortage of that. And some tinder? We can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all the materials that could conceptually make a passable looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick. I've done this in the past and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help? Give me some moral support, lift my spirits, and make this fire happen. Go overboard with compliments. You're really giving that fire the business. You're an amazing, hardworking father with a steady work ethic, and everyone loves you. Your daughters think you're a superhero, and the neighborhood dads respect you immensely. Also, your butt looks great. Bro, stop. You'll make me cry. Okay, don't want your tears putting out the fire. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers gently. And gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Greg brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch Greg stokes the fire and sets up makeshift grills for the steak. After all that hiking, swimming, and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit with the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air. I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it while basting them both in butter. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen and eating it straight up. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto paper plates and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, and Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese on just freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven. That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard to not go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. Glad to Craig while he picks out his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
I don't know.
Yeah, come on, dude. Known you for long enough to see when you're down.
Hi.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
Man.
I have to. For my girls, I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way. I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them. I won't have it any other way. It seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from, but you gotta take care of yourself too. I do, though. I eat right and exercise it. That's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Hey.
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too. It's just, I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
Oh.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Greg, you're trying your best, and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness. I do. Do I, though? Hell yeah, bro. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive, he encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee? What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig's pulled out a little marshmallows. Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but gooey center is preserved. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me, and I catch it in my mouth. Pro move. We used to be able to do that at a great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice, and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah, I miss this Dan. Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college, watch as the fire dies, and eventually clamber into the tent. I crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh no, I must have left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry, I'll just curl up over here. No way, here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag, spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. Roll over and we face away from each other. Without a blanket, it's really cold. I shiver. Without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from me. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flitter opens. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly, we're kissing. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig.
I don't know.
I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Bro. Me too. Look at those eyes. I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Rawr. It's about to get too hot in here. Ah.
Wow. That was an amazing date.
Only an ass. We could have done better. Keg stand champion achievement unlocked. Alright. Trust no one. Dad tip number 36. Game. Thank you. I was just like, oh. Yeah, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Dan. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy. Rats. Sorry, sweetie, that's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. Tried to send him to a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the U.S. government. Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding, you're right, I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell, you're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered with Endura tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week. I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad, you. I dramatically whipped the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw dropped. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons. Jesus Christ. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. Follow me into the back door.
Oh.
Huh? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments, so consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies on the middle. Yes. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, just go and have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds to make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Of course. Dan, Brian, you made it. I don't pass up on good mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi. Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Looks like he settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if we aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Dad. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey, congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right, go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want. There's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about the time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Yes.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into the college just fine. Hey, Robert, glad you can make it. Yep. Robert takes a sip of his drink. Why is he being so cold to me? Everything okay? Sure. Why won't you talk to me? I thought we had something. Come on, Dan, you know what this is. This was. You were an object to me the same way I thought I was an object to you. Figured we were on the same page here, at least from how you were acting. I don't want to be in this if there are feelings involved. I got too much to deal with as it is. I'll catch you around. Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of grateful banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. What a splendid garden party. Why, Jeeves, thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. That ice cream cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. Hey, it looks like Amanda's hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to. Hey, Briar, think of a shape. Hazel, what's she thinking? Square. Briar? Star. We'll get it next time. Amanda leans close to Briar and Hazel, losing her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even though think of me as a third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're going to be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. Or are we going to be finishing each other's sentences? See? Third twin. I have to go. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer Potter, Pops! What can I say? I was inspired, so... I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but... Growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me... You've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you. But I realized that everything you've done for me has been preparing me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Dan, if you cry again, you're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking. All of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman. I'm so happy to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. I always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Ugh. World's best dad achievement unlocked. Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda pops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. Glance over to the backyard where Craig is sitting on a bench beneath a cherry blossom tree. Smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Pops. Wait, I thought the Emmas didn't like... Whatever. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way to the party. Bro. This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after our party trick goes wrong. We can leave keg stands in the past. I'm taking this weekend to relax. This party was my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next stop is Natville. Pull into the Dan Conquerors, and I'd like to book a ticket to Natville as well. Might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off of your own stomach town. Both giggle, but man, do I want to just pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. Greg, I'm glad you're making time for yourself. Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just destructive. It's just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor. Guess we need to get out of the city more often then. Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leans into me, laying down on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying to not feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process. It's gonna take me some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die, and if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. Craig looks at me, smiling. Bro, it means so much to me. Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Bro, we both laugh. You and me, we're gonna be alright. Yeah, bro. Dad tip number 20, keep your word. We beat it. Okay. Does it keep picking up or? Nope, it's gone. Yeah, you're the best, Pops. Hey! Nice. Now we gotta do it again. We're gonna date a different daddy. Wake up. Finally. Morning, man. Yikes, Dad. Go brush your teeth. Alright. We're gonna try to fly through this one.
Build that dad.
Alright. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Looking
Bang
good, Daddy.
that dad.
Actually, can I... Wait. Let's reboot up Dream Daddy Simmy and see if we can't just date a different daddy. I honestly didn't realize that that was the end. You know what? Fuck it. We beat Dream Daddy! Yay!